Good evening, everybody. I, Ankit Kumar, welcome you all in the second episode of Professional Talk. With me today, I have invited Mr. V C Tiwary. He's a quite experienced person, and he's almost 20 years, 24 years back, he started his career, and now he's heading CIPLA West Side and looking after entire west of India. So he's predominantly working with the urology. So today I am welcoming to the talk show Mr. V C Tiwary.
Okay.
So good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yes. Good evening. Yes, I am opening. Yes.
Welcome to the Professional Talk episode second, sir.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
uh, I was going through your CV, sir. It's almost 24 years of journey, sir. So
Yes.
can you tell your experience to the audience, sir, how it was so far?
Yes. So actually, I have started my journey of pharma in 1999, and I started with the CIPLA and
Mhm.
at Nagpur. Actually, I have got two offer on that time, one from GSK and one from CIPLA. So that CIPLA offer was a big prior. So I have taken the advice from my colleagues for well wishers. They told me that Cipla is also good company. You can join Cipla and don't wait for the another 7 days. So I have joined Cipla at Nagpur in the respiratory division. There I have worked for around 1 year and got promotion also there as a district manager. Then I have worked in the Nagpur entire Vidarbha area as a district manager for 6 months. After that, I got the opportunity once again in the GSK, and I joined GSK in 2002. So from 2002, I joined the respiratory division, and till 2006, I worked with the GSK around 5 years. So I worked with the three divisions of GSK in Nagpur, that is dermatology, respiratory, and intensive therapy. Means all injectables. Then I have joined the Renbex Urology in 2006 at Nagpur, and there I have worked for the around 1 year and got elevation and moved to the Lucknow in 2007 as a business manager, and I was taking care of the entire UP, Bihar, and Jharkhand. There I worked for around 3 years in the Renbex Urology. Then I got to chance to work with the DRL at Nagpur once again, and I wanted to come back at Nagpur. So again, I have joined the Dr. Reddy's at Nagpur. On that time, the Renbexi was not having the manager base at MP. So after some time, they had the base in the MP, and they again called me, and I have rejoined Renbexi once again in MP in 2010. From 2010 to 15, I have worked in the Renbexi Urology again in the entire MP and Chhattisgarh and Vidarbha area. After that, there was merger of Sun Pharma and Renbexi in 2015, and I worked there in the both the companies for around 1 year. Then I decided to move to the out of the Renbexi or so-called Sun Pharma. So I joined CIPLA Urology in 2018. From 2018 to till time, I am there with the CIPLA, and as of now, I am based at Mumbai and taking care of the entire West. This is all about me for my
Sir,
personality.
it's very long journey of 24 years, almost. If I say it's almost 2 decades, you have been to
Yes.
sales.
Yes.
And as I see that you are working in several specialty also. So the first question which comes, sir, that what made you to sales industry? Because usually youngsters don't like sales very much. You must have
Yes.
interviewed so many candidates, and there are many occasions where candidates would have told you that सर कुछ और है तो बताइए। सेल्स में बहुत ज़्यादा
Correct.
वो जाना नहीं चाहते, स्टेबल करियर नहीं होता। सो व्हाट मेड यू टू सेल्स इंडस्ट्री सर? इज इट अ चांस,
Yes,
बाय चांस और बाय चॉइस?
actually, in my case, it is by choice. Prior to pharma industry, I was there for 6 months in the some plantation company, in the plantation finance company. Then I decided to work in the pharma company, and it is in my case it is by choice. And if you want to move on in the pharma company, that you need to decide what to do in the pharma. Particularly, if you look at the pharma, which is very disciplined industry, so you need to be disciplined at the same time, and you need to work on your capabilities time to time. You need to build on your capabilities in terms of your communication, in terms of your customer handling, in terms of your analytics and people handling later on when you become a manager. So it is a continuous what in learning process, and you need to determine to go ahead along with the time, along with your assignments, and you need to move on. So in one word, if I say, it is all about determination. If you determine to grow in the pharma, you need to have all these attributes which I just shared. Yes.
Okay, sir. So, one thing, as I see your CV, sir, and I know you personally, you have handled so many positions, and currently you are in a zonal head position, which is, of
Yes.
course, a very big position, sir. But starting with the individual contributor, means at a medical representative level, then to a primary manager, means first line manager, then second line manager. Which is the role you find is the most challenging, and which is the role you find it at more worth to continue in the field and was very fruitful and learning oriented?
Yes, yes. So in my entire stint of my pharma career, I think the role of manager is really what you can say you can enjoy. At the same time, it is challenging because it's a job of team handling. Whatever you are doing, your team will be following. That is the only thing. So that the role of area manager or going forward regional manager, that is, I think I enjoyed a lot, and currently also I'm enjoying as a zonal sales manager. When you lead the team, you come to know many things over the period of time, and sometimes you do commit the mistakes also, you learn out of it, and it is how the journey goes in the handling the people. And at the same time, it is the toughest job, because if you are handling the team of 4 5 as a area manager also, you have the 4 5 different personalities, professional person, how you need to mix and match, and how you need to align all those 5 people under you, so they are into the sync of the company objective, as well as the process orientation. If you look at the pharma, it is the process driven industry. So it is the what you can say, that you can enjoy also, at the same time it is challenging also. If you are successful in your career as a manager, definitely you will cherish for the long run in this industry. That is the
So, what is more important, sir? Since you have handled both role in your career,
yeah.
like as an individual contributor and as a manager also. So, in both the dimensions, what is more fruitful you feel like to be in system? Like a man should
Yeah.
be well in field and compromised in process, or process should be the number one, and then compromise working will be okay, kind of.
Okay.
So
If
to
you look at,
investors, how you will guide, sir?
yes, 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 yes. It is very individual. Some people say that I'm happy with my independent job. Okay, so they used to, or they continue with the same job in the some same company or different company. They don't want to take the responsibility of the any manager, because they are good at the independent working, and they are doing a good job. So there is no second thought. They are right at their place. But if you want to grow as a manager, so you need to think of your own behavior, your own professional attributes. Because in my view, if you are manager, be a human manager. Always you see uh, your subordinate from the human eye, not only the laptop manager or data driven manager. Sometimes many managers they commit the mistake. They believe in the data, they drive many data from the source, and they sensitize the team, but at the same time they are not looking and they are not seeing the ground reality. So in my view, the human eye or human orientation or centricity, rather than human centricity, should be on the top priority, and that one can enjoy as a manager, and he will be a successful manager if he is behind the team and along with the team. So that is the my learning out of it.
Sir, I was going through your CV, and it is very obvious that you have worked with Indian as well as global MNCs. So, what is the difference you realize in terms of culture, product handling, supply chain, in
Yes.
entire overall? If I say the differences you find with Indian and global MNCs, sir.
Yes, yes. If you look at the Indian MNC or true MNC, uh, I have categorized into the three, four, what you can say, element. First is the people, because environment, if you look at, affect the people. If it is a good environment, cozy environment, then people can drive the business very effectively. Their yield would be higher. So if you look at the multinational company, somehow the culture is a bit good if you compare with the Indian multinational. But there is no much difference, which I feel. If you look at good house of repute of Indian companies, top 10 Indian companies, there is no much difference. But it is certainly multinationals provide a better culture to work for the peoples. Then coming to the process, in process, the true multinational, they are stick to the certain SOPs. They are not diluting their SOPs. They are driving through the COC, code of conduct. Where- if you compare with the Indian multinational, they are somewhere they are diluting the SOPs, code of conduct. So, in nutshell, the true multinational, they believe in the process-driven performance. They are not diluting any process or any code of conduct or compliance, rather than. Whereas some Indian company they are diluting. So here is the difference. Then coming to the product, in Indian multinational, many products we have launched, but there is no proper support of the documents or trials or what you can say the data. Whenever some Indian company or this multinational company launch the product, there is always support of the data, scientific trials. So here is the difference when coming to the product. The data support would be higher side in the multinational rather than the Indian multinational. Then coming to the what you can say the profile also. Indian company they are not offering the good profile to the any kind of the hierarchy, area manager, regional manager, zonal manager, and going forward. Whereas the multinational company they are offering the good profile. If they are saying you are area manager, so they offer you a right profile of the area manager. They are not diluting or they are not what you can say the mix and match. We can say sofa come bed. Sometimes there is need of the some work they give the work to the any manager which is not in his preview. Whereas in multinational they are very strict to their profile. What are the do's and don'ts? Then coming to the distribution also. So some Indian company they are good in the distribution. If you look at the cold chain management in the case of the cold chain product like vaccine and all, but multinational they are far ahead than the Indian multinationals. So here they are the four five difference in my view.
Uh, Sir, as I see, uh, sales considered as a transferable job. You will also agree to this because your profile itself suggests that you have been to so many territories and so many headquarters and so many states for your different roles. So, how do you take this as an opportunity, or it's a kind of means punishment to field people, particularly to their
Yes,
dependents?
yes, yes. Again, I must say that it is very individual to individual. If you are deciding your career and if you are focused on your career, then you need to move on whatever comes on the way. So certainly there is challenge from moving one place to another with the family, without family sometimes. So certainly there is challenge, but nothing is free. Everything comes with the cost. You have to pay the cost of your promotion, your transfer, if you want to move on. And if you like the movement of your one place to another, because some people they are very what you can say the weak while moving from one place to another. They don't like the travel, they don't like the interaction with the different kind of people. So it is all about your career progression, your objective of the career, and your liking and disliking. So I think my journey is so far very good, fruitful, and I'm enjoying as of now also my journey. So it is, I think, a challenge in any industry. If you look at it, it is not only sales. If you look at banks, if you look at the consumer durables, consumer electronics, or OTC, in any kind of sales job, this is nature of job. So it is everywhere. Somewhere it is more, somewhere it is less. So we need to keep the balance of both. Work life balance, which we called. Sometimes we think that अरे मैं कहाँ आ गया, company has transferred me this place, but we think positive, and we think assertive about the our transfer. It is good for my career, good for my progress in the company. Then definitely I think it is good. At the same time, I am also saying that it's challenging also, but it is not the punishment. So this is all about. It is everywhere, not only in the pharma sales.
Sir, to youngsters who is joining this industry. So, as you know that this industry is basically termed as survival of the fittest kind of that. Five people joins a team in a headquarter, then one becomes manager, four lefts or moves somewhere else. So it happens like that in a long run. The career you started with the people, kind of people, you hardly find them after 10 years, 15 years, then 20 years. You hardly find the people work with you as an individual contributor. So, to a youngster who is joining this industry today, what you will suggest him as an exit plan, that how they should plan their exit from this industry, or if they want to continue, what should be their way of handling themselves so that they could be the fittest either for this industry, or if by any chance they are moving out, they should get settled to some other way for their life.
Yes. So as far as my thought is concerned, if you put in 10, 15 years in the industry, so you have certain contact where you can plan. Because if you look at after putting 10, 15 years or more than 15 years, you have certain contacts to work upon. And if you are planning your exit from this industry after putting so many years, then you should have some concrete options what to do after exiting from this industry or company. So I think if you have a concrete and foolproof plan of starting any startup in the pharma or non-pharma or hospital-related business or any pharmacy-related business, so you should plan. And I think after spending so many years, you will be successful whatever you are thinking of or planning of to exit from this industry. Because I have seen many people, even those people working with me earlier, they have started some retail chain, retail pharmacy, Ayurvedic pharmacy, or the combination of Ayurvedic and allopathic. Some person they have started their own distribution or stockist, and some person they move to the some other industry like international marketing in the same pharma industry. That is also a good job, I think. Many people from CIPLA or NBC, they are now in the international marketing. They are based at certain place like Ahmedabad, Mumbai, or some other metro town, and they are running their job from sitting in one place and roaming around into the different country for the 15 days. 15 days they have the office job. So,
Okay.
so people are, or if you want to continue in this industry even after putting 24 years, I am quite confident. I can move ahead. It is all about your what you want to have from your life, professional life. So I think this is not tough. One can go ahead along with your his objective beyond 25 years, beyond 30 years also. Even I have seen many people got retirement from the company also, and sometimes voluntary retirement also. So this kind of the picture is there. So it is a mix and match. Some people exit with the good plan and they are successful in their life with the some other industry or same industry. Some people they continue to do same and they are growing on the ladder, reaching to the top position, like all India position, business unit head position. So this is all about the individual planning and thoughts. That's all.
So sales considered as an industry which is delivery driven. Either you deliver or you just take your way. Many companies, Indian house, directly say that either you be on target or you quit the job. So this target pressure nowadays happening across pharma industry. How do you take that, sir? Means how you will suggest the youngsters to go through that and cope up that.
Yes. See, I already shared with you that pharma is very methodical and disciplined market. If you are working every day with the methodology, with what you can say the planned strategy, then I think you will not feel that much of pressure of the sales, because you are driving your business through the process. But now these days many young youngsters they think I will not go in the industry where there is target. Okay, but as far as my experience, if you are working for 25 days doing the market development activity like camps, CMEs, or some other activities, and you are working with your full efforts in the field and driving the business along with the processes, so there will be not much pressure. Certainly there will be pressure, so you need to cope up with, you need to balance the pressure along with your objective. Okay, so for youngsters or newcomers, I want to say that work hard and diligently, and definitely there will be no such kind of pressure. You need to cope up the pressure by putting your things at the right. That is the one thing. Second thing, if you look at other industry also, I quote the example of banks or some other industry. Banks earlier there was core banking only. Now, if you look at the branch manager or verticals, they are also opening the account. They are also giving the insurance policy. So everywhere there is target. Whenever you go anywhere, it may be differ industry to industry. If you are in the teaching industry, there is also target of the how you are productive in your classrooms or in your lectures. So indirectly everywhere there is target, but you need to what you can say the imbibe the core element of the sales in your heart and mind. Then you need to drive. Certainly you are going to have the good result in the sales industry also, and you will not feel the much pressure. Yeah, that is my view.
Sir, I see. Like, if you see one side, you need to be more scientific since we are selling medicines and surgical items. So we need to
Yes,
have good knowledge of science. Other side,
correct.
we have to sell those products. So we need to have the good knowledge of commerce.
Yes.
So, what qualification you feel ideally correct for a candidate to get into this industry? Whether it should be from the science background or from the commerce background, sir?
If you look at the 15 years ago, all the pharma good company they are recruiting only science graduate, means science means biology graduate, zoology,
Biology.
yes, zoology, botany, chemistry, and physics, and B Farm graduates. I am talking this about the 15 years back. Now there is paradigm shift in the industry. So if you talk today, so anyone can, whether he's from the pharma or from the art background or from the mathematics background, he should have the skills, set of skills which required in the sales. Okay, set of skills means the capability, and the capability of the doing the business, capability of the interacting with the people, capability with the doing the analytics of the business, meeting the customers. So I think now these days, any stream, whether it is the art, science, or zoology, botany, means the science graduate, or B Farm, they can do. Initially, if you look at the non-pharma background, they have initially certain challenges of the anatomy of the human because they don't know. If you look at the pharma and biology graduates, they know the anatomy of the human system. So initially, there will be some tough time for the couple of months, 2 3 months. Later on, they can do better. There is no second thought. It is all about the liking and disliking of the job. If they like the job, if they have their capabilities in terms of everything, means communication, interaction with the people, and the converting the doctors, if you look at the pharma industry from competitor brand to his or her brand, so then they can go ahead. There is no discrimination now. Earlier it was there 20 years back, so anyone can do. Okay.
Sir, as I know that you have interviewed so many candidates in your life because it was a very big, means a very long journey of yours of 24 years, and out of that 24-year, almost 20 years plus you were as a manager. So you must have interviewed so many candidates. What was your basic expectation to any youngsters who are watching this event or this interview? To them, what is the message? Like, what is your basic expectation while interviewing a candidate, sir?
So first thing, what I see first, he should be presentable. The first impression is the he should be presentable. How he looks, what he put on his body, and how he walk, and how he the body language. The first impression is this. Then the second, I look always the capability. Capability means a set of capabilities, communication, his way of handling the queries, his way of handling the what you can say, the any debate, or so. So second thing is capability, and third his will, whether he want to have this kind of job in his career. Third is will, and apart from that, the knowledge of the particular therapy. If he comes to me for the urology, so I judge him on the therapy also. I ask some question pertaining to the anatomy of urinary systems and some medicines or pharmacology. So put together, if you look at, first, he should be presentable. Second, he should have the capability to do so, the business. Third is willpower to join and the pharma sales. And fourth is the knowledge of the particular therapy or geography. That's all. So
Sir,
this what my things I see.
you have worked with so many specialty, and across this specialty, which one you enjoyed the most so far?
That is urology, because my entire stints out of 24 years, it is 16 years in the urology. I started from 2006. So as of now, also I'm enjoying this therapy urology. Even you are also aware of that when Renbexy brought this segregate the division from general division to the urology. On that time, nobody was aware of the urology and nephrology. One layman is thinking of this is same. It is the nephrology only. So I am enjoying this specialty since long, and I like the most the urology. And
And
as of now, yeah.
sir, please.
And as of now, if you look at the segment, urology particularly, if I talk about the Patna city on that time, I think 15, 16 urologists are there. Now my what you can say, projection 30, 35 plus urologists might be there in this Patna.
Of course,
So
of
this kind
course.
of the development, even the smaller districts like Muzaffarnagar or nearby Sitamani district, Madhubani, these districts also now having one urologist.
That is
Similarly,
good.
in the case of the Madhya Pradesh, and so this specialty is spreading in the smaller districts also. So that is my love with the urology. Yeah.
And so second question that going through your CV only, and since my very close relations are with you, so I know that you have covered most of the states of west, east, and then north. So, what part of India you enjoyed the most working in field, sir?
See, it is difficult to answer because every geography, if you look at the north is having different strength, different dynamics of the market. And if you look at the northeast, means Patna, Ranchi, there we have the different dynamics of the market. So every market I enjoyed, and if you see this western part of the country, means Mumbai, Maharashtra, it is having the different state. And if you look at Gujarat, Guju, they are having the different expectation from the pharma companies. So everywhere I enjoyed, and the most learning from every part of the country where I have worked, and there is learning always, and I imbibe those learning in my capabilities. And really in Patna also, I remember those days working in IGIMS, Dr. Tiwary and Dr. Sasidharan. He is now big
Mhm.
consultant. On that time, he was just PG in the IGIMS. Sasidharan and one more fellow. So this kind of the experience are there with me of the all the geography where I have worked. So all geography I love, and I love to work again. If company will give me a bigger responsibility than this, definitely. So nothing in particular with any geography. Every geography has the different dynamics, different customer, different expectations, and different team. Moreover, the handling the team of the Bihar is different. The handling the team of UP is different. The same applicable to all. And right now I am in Mumbai, so Mumbai runs on the time. It is not like that "Okay, I come on 9:15 and you are coming at 9:50 or so. Mumbai is altogether different. So I am learning a lot of things in Mumbai also. Okay, how can be time managed with minute by minute? That is the thing. So every geography I enjoy. That's all.
So, since the time is almost over, the last question to you, sir. If given a chance to reframe this 24 years, sir, what is that one thing you would like to add, and what is that one thing you would like to delete, sir?
One thing, once again, I always believe in the humans, and I always the manager of team, because team itself consists of TEAM. Together, everybody achieve more. So
Good, sir.
I think all the companies, not only Indian multinational, also they should add the people-driven process, people centricity, their well-being, their pain area they should work on, because in pharma industry we are running day in and day out. And even one more thing, we are not getting that much of the perks. If you look at software and other industry, they are getting a good perks. So that is also one of the area company, all the company industry must be put thought on it. Okay, how we can do on what the support to the our field employee in terms of their well-being, in terms of their work-life balance, in terms of their perks. So this I want to add in the industry or in any company. They should focus on the human, and only human. Second thing, which I want to delete from the pharma industry, that the transactional business, which I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
Transactional business. There is no, because this window is increasing day by day. If you
Mm-hmm.
look at any
True,
company,
sir.
they are having
True,
the
sir.
ways and means to do the unethical practice. So this transactional business should be reduced, and ethical business means the brand building, scientific driven business, which is having the long run sustainability, should be increased. So this I want to delete from the industry. That is my opinion.
Thank you very much, sir, for joining the second episode of Professional Talk. I would expect your guidance even in future, and we will have many more shows ahead. So, uh, thank you very much once again, sir, and I wish you a
Okay.
very good night, sir.
Good night. Good night. Thank you, Ankit.
Thank you, sir.